Okay, welcome, Brian. It's Friday afternoon, but we thought we'd grab you before you went away for the weekend. You are involved. You've been involved in our Young Entrepreneurs Training Initiative for many years now, and we wanted to just grab 5 minutes with you today to talk about that involvement and also about a fantastic offer that you're making for our business sponsors this year, for those business sponsors who are going to be sponsoring at the $1,000 or above mark. But we'll talk about that in a second. Let's first of all talk about your involvement with Community Futures generally and the Young Entrepreneurs Training Initiative, YETI, because it's really nice, I think, for other people to hear why you've stayed involved, why you like the program and all of that good stuff.
Sure. Yeah. Well, I've been involved with the Community Futures team for upwards of 7 years now in a variety of capacities, on the training side and support side and things like that. And I've always found that Community Futures in general, throughout the province, they provide a really good foundation for those that are looking to start a business or in business. And I know as an entrepreneur myself, all those kind of supports are very, very important because, when I was going to school, I didn't have the ability to really learn what being an entrepreneur was all about. So we kind of just figured it out as we went along. And so many entrepreneurs do that. So being able to have experts at places like Community Futures to be able to speak to and like bounce ideas off of and make sure you're going in the right direction in terms of a business plan or whatever the case may be, the funding supports, et cetera, are really fantastic. So as an entrepreneur, the ability to give back to organizations that help other entrepreneurs get going, I think is really, really important and a pretty big part of growing this region as a whole. We want more businesses to start up, need to make sure that those supports are in place so they're able to do that. And on the young entrepreneurs side, or the helping some of the kids, I've been involved in that program for a fair amount of time too, going back to assisting with some training. And we've even worked with Memorial over there with some of the students in the high school. So I've been doing that for a fair amount of time too. And I really find that really rewarding to be able to see young entrepreneurs coming up with an idea and then going straight through and starting a business. I think I'm so jealous that they get to do it because I didn't get to when I was in school.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
One of the things that we've noticed over the years is that the number of opportunities for young people to get involved in entrepreneurial training is reducing year on year. And I think Memorial is about the only school left within our 3-county region that has got any sort of entrepreneurial business focused training. So we find that this program is especially useful to fill that gap, I think.
Yeah. And that's a really cool program they've got over there. I had the chance pre-COVID to go and speak in class and to be able to see all the things they do there with, creating their own shirts and like they've got a press and everything. It's really, really neat to see. So anytime I can give back and assist and help young entrepreneurs, it's well worth the time and effort.
Excellent, thank you. One of the things that I wanted to emphasize was just the involvement you've had in the program, because it's not just been you've talked to our students. You also facilitated Live Day this year, which was absolutely a great experience. Do you have any thoughts about how that went? Now you've had a few weeks to think about how it went down.
I think, I think it went really well, and we had to obviously work around the current COVID situation that we're in. So not able to have a lot of people in studio live, but I think we were able to power through it. And I really think the things we learned this year are only going to make Live Day even better for moving on as we go. And I think it is a pretty cool way to bring together some different people in the community and talk about their experiences and let them share some of their insights. I definitely think moving forward, we'll be able to make it even better.
I think so. One of the things that it's critical for us this year in terms of achieving our business sponsorship targets is that not only does the money that people, that small businesses sponsor, help, it goes directly to the kids, it goes directly to their startup costs and their ending awards, but also this year we're really trying to push the boat out a bit so that we can accommodate another live day, that, you know, we have the funds for another live day, because it was so successful and we did enjoy it so much. And we keep checking out that video on YouTube, and there's more and more views every week, which is absolutely fantastic, because it means we're not just supporting those students who are participating in the program in those 8 weeks of summer, but we're supporting students from all over the place who want to just raise some awareness and knowledge about what entrepreneurship actually means. And they can just pop onto YouTube, pop onto the website, and look at all those wonderful contributions that we managed to record from Live Day. So yeah,
oh, for sure.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the offer. So you mentioned, I mentioned that we want to offer it to those sponsors who are supporting at the $1,000 and above level. So what are they? How is it going to work for them?
Sure, and I think I'm able to keep things fairly flexible as well, depending on who the individual or the business is. But a big chunk of what I do at Strong Coffee as one of the partners there is I do a lot of the teaching and speaking. So in normal times, I'm on the road a lot. I'm at conferences speaking for keynotes, etc. A little bit different now, but and I do a lot of business consultations. So one-on-one, you know, a business has questions about their digital marketing or how they should be positioning themselves in the market or whatever the case may be. So I wanted to extend an offer to any of those businesses in that $1,000 or above level to be able to get together with them virtually and have a discussion about whatever they want to talk about on the marketing front. If they want to just simply ask me a bunch of questions, do they want me to take a look at their website and tell them what they could be doing better, or their Facebook page, kind of just offering a little bit of my time and leave it a little bit open-ended depending on where they want to go with it. But I hopefully can add some real value to whatever they're doing. And you know what? Regardless of the size of business, when I go and meet with businesses, when I'm speaking, etc., there's always these random questions they have on a little list that they've never really had the time to go investigate themselves. And they almost just want to be able to talk to somebody and say, you know what? Here are 5 questions I have about our Facebook and our Twitter and our website. Can you just answer them for me? Because they're kind of lingering. So I'm happy to do that as well. So very open-ended, but you know, if we get together for an hour of my time or whatever, that is a-okay by me. Excellent.
That's very generous of you, and we really appreciate it. And I think from even our point of view, as a community futures advisor for mature businesses, we still get questions all the time about what is marketing, how do websites work together with our social media, why do we need a website? So many different questions, and the perennial one that we actually addressed in Live Day is, what the heck is branding anyway? So this is a wonderful opportunity for our business sponsors to actually reach out to someone who is experienced and has expertise in this area. So we really do appreciate it. And we hope it's enough to get some wonderful new businesses on board for sponsorship.
Yeah, and you know what? It's really a valuable program to get involved in from a sponsorship level. I mean, if we even just stop and think about the young entrepreneurs that you're assisting through this program, they could eventually become employees, managers, open a business that's maybe a complementary business to yours, and just anything we can do to keep spurring on that economic development and growth, etc. That's how our communities get better.
Absolutely, and retaining that young talent in our areas as well, our rural areas that really, really need it at this time. Excellent. Well, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Again, really appreciate the offer, and we will be out there. Amanda and I are going to be hitting the pavement next week. We're going to be knocking on doors and handing out leaflets, and hopefully we're going to get some great sponsorship this year.
Yeah, and I hope to talk to a lot of sponsors. That would be fantastic.
It would. Thanks, Brian.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.